The Girl Who Found the Sky in a Gourd. Long ago, in a land where the sun danced over the savanna and baobab trees stood like ancient giants, there lay the village of Nyanda. Nyanda was known across the plains for its music, its painted masks, and its generous people. But above all, it was known for its relationship with the sky. For generations, the sky had blessed Nyanda with just the right amount of rain, never too much and never too little. The crops thrived, the rivers sang, and the people lived in harmony with the land. Then came the silence. One planting season, the sky simply stopped weeping. No clouds came, no thunder grumbled, and the winds that used to whisper of approaching storms only carried dust. The drums of celebration fell silent, replaced by the groaning of cracked earth. Wells dried. Crops failed. Cattle wandered off in search of green pastures and never returned. The elders of Nyanda, wise with gray hair and bent backs, consulted bones and cast prayers into the wind. But the sky offered no answers. It was as though it had vanished. And so, it was decided that whoever could bring rain back to Nyanda would be blessed with the highest honor, a sacred place among the ancestors, and the title keeper of the sky. But many tried and failed. The strongest warriors, the cleverest priests, the fastest runners, all returned empty-handed or never returned at all. That was when a girl named Zuba stepped forward. Zuba was just 15 seasons old, daughter of a potter and a weaver. Her name meant morning star. And though she was born without riches, she had eyes that seemed to drink in the world, curious, unafraid, wide like the horizon. She had grown up listening to her grandmother's stories. One tale in particular lingered in her memory. A story of the old days when the sky was once trapped in a calabash by a jealous spirit. In that tale, a girl not much older than Zuba had broken the gourd and freed the sky, restoring balance to the world. "Grandmother," Zuba asked one dry evening as the moon rose over a cracked earth, "could it be that the sky is trapped again?" Her grandmother stared at her for a long moment. "Child, that is only a tale. But what if it's not? What if someone has taken it, sealed it away in a gourd like in the story?" The old woman shook her head. "Even if it were true, Zuba, where would you begin to look?" Zuba looked up at the stars, her heart rising with a strange certainty. "I would begin where the earth ends and the sky begins." Her grandmother chuckled. "Then you'll have to climb beyond the clouds." Zuba smiled. "Then that's where I'll go." Zuba packed her few things, a small gourd of water, a woven bag of roasted maize, and a slingshot made from tree bark and goat hide. Most importantly, she carried a tiny drum, gifted to her by her grandmother, the kind used to summon spirits. At dawn, she walked alone past the baobab trees, past the singing stones of her ancestors, past the whispering grasslands. Her people watched her go, some with pity, others with silent prayers. Zuba walked until the sun burned the back of her neck and her feet blistered. She walked until even the vultures stopped circling above. But still, the horizon remained out of reach. One night, as she rested under a termite mound, an old tortoise crept toward her. It looked ancient, with a shell cracked like parched earth. "You walk far for someone so small," it said, voice slow like oozing honey. Zuba blinked. "Did you just speak?" In the stories, tortoises always speak. So why should I be different? Zuba laughed. "I seek the place where the sky begins. The people of my village are dying without rain." The tortoise considered this. "Then you must go to the mountain that whispers. The sky spirit once lived there. If the sky is hiding anywhere, it may be there." "Where is this mountain?" "Beyond the elephant graveyard. Beyond the river without bridges. Beyond the forest that forgets." Zuba stood, eyes gleaming. "Then I will go." The tortoise raised one brow. "And what will you do if you find the sky?" "It is not something to hold in your hands." Zuba thought for a moment. "Maybe not. But I have a gourd." The forest was not marked on any map, and it had no paths, only thick trees that twisted like they were alive and shadows that swallowed time. It was said that anyone who entered forgot who they were. Zuba tied a string of cowrie shells around her wrist and whispered to herself, "My name is Zuba. My name is Zuba." As she walked deeper, the air grew thick with silence. Birds did not sing. Even her own footsteps seemed muted. And slowly, thoughts began to drift from her mind. "My name is my name." She clutched her tiny drum, striking it softly. The rhythm, doo-doo-doo-doo, pulled her back. Each time she felt herself forgetting, she played the drum. Until finally, after what felt like days or maybe years, she saw a clearing and stepped out of the forest. There, by a stream so clear it mirrored the stars even in daylight, she met a woman made entirely of leaves. "You remembered yourself," said the leaf woman. "Few do." "I have no time to forget," said Zuba. "I'm searching for the sky." The leaf woman nodded. "Then go beyond the river. But beware, it asks questions, and only truth will let you cross." The river shimmered like liquid sapphire. No boat would float on it. No animal would dare drink from it. As Zuba approached, the water rose into a spiral, like a serpent made of mirrors. "Who are you?" it asked, its voice everywhere and nowhere. "I am Zuba of Nyanda," she said. "Why do you seek the sky?" "So I may bring rain to my people." "What do you fear most?" Zuba hesitated. "That I will fail. That I'll return empty-handed. That I'm only a girl and not enough." The river was silent. Then it parted, revealing a path of stones. Zuba crossed. The mountain was like no other. It hummed, not from wind or birds, but from within, low and constant like a drumbeat beneath the earth. Zuba climbed for 3 days. At the peak, she found a cave where the air shimmered like oil on water. In the center, on a pedestal of woven roots, sat a gourd, glowing faintly, as if lit from within. She stepped forward, and the cave sighed. "You've come far," said a voice like wind through reeds. A figure emerged, neither man nor woman, young nor old, clothed in sky-colored robes. "I've come for the sky," Zuba said. "And if I told you that this gourd holds it, would you take it?" "Yes." "And if I told you that taking it may cost you your way home, would you still?" Zuba looked down at her calloused hands, her dust-covered feet, her worn drum. Then she nodded. The spirit lifted the gourd and handed it to her. It was warm, and as she held it, she saw lightning dance inside it, clouds forming and bursting into rain. Zuba returned to Nyanda, the gourd sealed and tied to her back. As she crossed the village gates, clouds began to gather. The villagers stared in awe as the first drop of rain kissed the ground in years. Then another. Then 1,000. People laughed, danced, wept. Zuba stood in the rain, the gourd held high. They made her keeper of the sky. Not because she held power over the clouds, but because she had journeyed past doubt, past fear, and had found belief strong enough to bring the sky back. She never opened the gourd again. But every year, when the rains were late, she would take it in her hands, sing to it softly, and the clouds would come.